road again.
We are back. Yep, we are on our way to Monroe, Connecticut to see. I'm taking you to the cemetery where Ed Warren is buried. I have been before. I know people feel very strongly about the Warrens, one way or another. You're either, you know, big fans. You see them as kind of pioneers in the paranormal field internationally, but also as, you know, lifelong New Englanders. They're obviously bigger here. They made international news and, you know, had cases all over the world. And or you're either in that kind of camp that where you're a big fan of the Warrens, you think they did a lot for the community. They did a lot to bring kind of the paranormal to the mainstream in terms of the media, and also, you know, the Demonologist, their book works, you know, their books are outstanding. I kind of feel pretty strongly in a positive way about the work that they do, particularly Lorraine. I feel very connected to her. I think she's a wonderful woman by all accounts, whether you believe in that or not. Some people do feel very strongly they are hoaxes. They, you know, that what they did wasn't real. They didn't value him as a demonologist, or they think she's kind of a quack because of her sensitivities. I don't know. Do you have a strong opinion about the Warrens?
Well, from what I've studied and read up and watched on them, I believe they were real. I believe they had some real events and investigations. I would say that they were early in the paranormal research field, because some of the stuff that they've said back then, today, I would not agree with. Not a lot, but their interpretation, I guess I would say, of what the interactions of ghosts and demons and different things were. Mm-hmm. Their interpretation seemed very rudimentary early. For instance, I believe she was a sensitive, yes. The Sally Jesse Raphael interview about
the Snedeker demon.
The Snedeker, yeah, those demons.
It's hard to say their last name.
Snedeker
demon. Yeah.
Well, Ed made a statement about demons as well. I think that I'm trying, you know, I don't know what the words are to explain this, but they were very early in.
Well, that's the thing with pioneers.
Researching.
When you're a pioneer in a field,
and not quite maybe 100%.
Your early works contribute to other investigators.
There are a lot of other people since them that have delved into it, and their interpretations are, I feel like, because nobody really knows 100%. I feel like today we have a better understanding of spirits, ghosts, angels, demons, that sort of thing.
Right.
So it's interesting to see their old footage.
Yeah.
And the Snedeker demon thing was pretty interesting. That whole show, the Sally Jesse, which I had never seen that episode before.
Yeah, then I sent it to you, yeah.
That was really interesting, even though it was a long, long show. It seemed to be going on forever, but it explained a lot about what was going on in that house.
Which we're going to at some point.
Yes. So it was quite interesting. I, you know, myself personally, I don't believe in keeping negative items, you know, in your house or with you, or I don't believe in doing
like
that.
Lorraine's occult,
like
the Warren's occult museum, and even Zach Bacon with the Deadly Possession show, where he's creating this, and this museum in Las
holding
Vegas.
on to negative energy in whatever form I don't believe is ever a good thing. Even if you say you're doing it to save others, I feel like maybe you should just destroy it then.
I feel like I understand them wanting to, like, for example, Annabelle, why they wanted to keep Annabelle, and to feel like they can try to control it and to educate people the best they can and minimize kind of the negative outcomes of that. However, I do feel like that kind of stuff comes at a personal price. Right.
Now, what would be wrong with destroying that doll?
I don't know, and I'm not sure.
And doing sort of like a cleansing as you're doing it, as you're like destroying her.
I don't know.
You know, sending the demons elsewhere? Is that the problem? Or
Well, I mean, I guess that is still the reigning theory, is that, that's where paranormal activity comes from, is that, you can't destroy energy, you can only change it to a different form, and that's what happens when we pass, our soul transforms to a different, that energy just manifests as a different form. You can't really destroy it by someone's life force by killing them. It just kind of transitions to something different. And so I don't know that if you try to destroy Annabelle, does the energy just manifest itself into something different?
Who gets a hold of Annabelle after Lorraine passes away?
Right now, who their team lead is for NESPR, the New England Society for Paranormal Research. Right now, the person who's heading up that team is Tony, who is the Warrens' son-in-law.
Okay.
So he leads the team right now, and so I'm assuming everything will be left to him. He's very active in the field as well, and I would assume that those things will transition to him. And now,
I don't know. I just, like you say, even with Zach Bagans, I don't really see the point of keeping negative things like that. I would rather more or less exorcise them and then destroy them. I don't know. And you have to balance out that stuff with positive energies. Like she must have to protect herself.
Well, I think that's part of the reason why, when they were so active and actively out in the community doing investigations, is that they never accepted money for their help ever, because which is
a good thing.
Which was kind of that was the, like we were talking about. You can't really believe in demons if you don't believe in angels. There's got to be a counterpoint, and I think that was their counterpoint of good, is that they were trying to help people. They were not making money off of it. They were, they made money from their books.
So they made money another way. Yeah.
Right. They wrote about their experiences, which was different, but they didn't ever make money. They didn't charge money for investigations. They didn't charge for cleansings. They didn't charge for exorcisms. They didn't charge for any of that kind of stuff.
I think that's great.
Yeah. And I've been to the cemetery before. Like I said, I had gone to visit Ed about 2 years ago now, I think. And you've never been. It's a very small cemetery. It's Stepney Cemetery in Monroe. It's very small. We're about 2 miles away from it right now. It's a very interesting cemetery, though, for its size. It is very small. I don't want to tip you off at all. Now we're crossing into the Monroe.
Since it's so small, I shouldn't have a problem.
Monroe side. No, I'm gonna have you find the stone, because I want it to pull to you the way it did. The last time I was there, we could. And if no one's at the cemetery, we might try to make some contact while we're out there. But
that'd be great. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But I don't want to tip you off too much about kind of what my thoughts and feelings were the last time I was out here. So I want to kind of get your take when we get back from there.
All right, so then we will head up to the cemetery and see what happens.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, lead me there.
All right, let's see. So I felt like it was in the middle, to the right, in the middle rows, possibly.
Okay.
So that's why I feel like he floats on this side, and he overlooks the whole cemetery.
Okay. I'm just going to follow you. What sort of voice?
Is he calling us over?
I don't know. It was a man's voice. Let him call you over.
See that black one right there, facing away?
Nope, but you're close.
Are you gonna tell me I'm close? The one behind the bush?
No, but the gentleman's over there. Huh?
No, I'm not sure. It's like somewhere in here.
Are you telling what? Say it again.
I'm not sure. It's like somewhere in here. Oh. Oh, I wasn't looking at it very clearly. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think it's interesting.
I'm like
But you did make it here.
right here.
Yeah. So we are going to use the Sono X10 Spirit Box again just for a minute. There are people using the cemetery. One person who looked pretty distraught, and also, as you saw, the member of clergy walking around. Okay, I'm going to start this. Hi, did you hear it right away? Did we hear you say hello? Yes. What's your name? My son. I keep hearing my son.
I want to know about your son. How did he pass on?
He's dead.
How did he die?
He died.
Is he here with you?
I heard no whispered. What's your name?
How are we communicating with?
Is there anyone still here? Ed, we thought we sensed you earlier. Can you come back and talk to us?
You directed me to your grave site. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, heard yes. Did you lead Sandra here? I did. Did you hear that? Are we talking to Ed?
Do you have any messages for us?
Can you tell us your name? Ed. I heard it that time. And it was the same quiet, underspoken. If you said your name, can you say it again? I think Sandra could hear you over that truck. Huh? Can you say your name again?
That's it.
I heard that's it too. Easy. It's almost like a woman telling him to take it easy.
Would you like to communicate with us?
No, it sounded like no. Do you want to talk? Nothing. Yeah. Would you like us to go? Yeah. I felt like I heard it. Did you hear that?
Hang up or yep?
Take. You just want us to kind of take our pictures and go? Please. Isn't that what you heard?
There's no way that you can let us know what happened to your son?
Can you clearly tell us your name before we go? No.
I have one more question for you before we go. Are you at peace here?
What? Are you at peace? Yes. I thought I heard yes.
I didn't hear anything.
Who comes to visit you here? Who usually sits on this bench?
Do you not want people to visit you here? No.
Okay. Well, we respect you. We respect your communication techniques. We respect what you've done for this community. You've inspired us. Don't deserve it. Did you hear that?
I heard something deserve it. We don't deserve it? Sorry.
Are we talking to Ed? Hold on. Are we talking to Ed? Me. Me. I just keep hearing me. Well, Ed, can we ask you one thing? What? Will you do us a favor? Can you try to do us a favor? What? Here we go. Just tell Lorraine that we said hi, that we were thinking of her. Can you tell Lorraine that we said hi? Yep. Can you okay.
I heard Lorraine.
You heard it?
I heard Lorraine.
What was that name you said?
Leave now.
Okay. Can we respectfully say goodbye to you? Goodbye, Mr. Warren.
Thank you very much for letting us visit for you for a moment.
Just get. I thought I heard just get. Okay. Goodbye. stay. We need some clarification whether you want us to stay or go. Can you tell us? Our doorway?
The doorway.
Okay. Please be at peace. Please know that you are respected and thought of even now, 10 years later almost. This is the 10th year anniversary. Okay. Do you understand that we come here in respect? Okay, we wish you well. Can you say goodbye to us? Yes, you. Go. Okay. All right. Good night.
Thank you.
Go. Yeah. Okay. Good night. So to finish that up, we meant no disrespect. We just spent the last 9 minutes trying to make contact, but please know that we come in respect. We come out of gratefulness for what you've done to this community, and we hope you are at peace here, and that if you're not at peace here, that you go somewhere where you can be. Thank you.